Hey everyone, it is March 31st. Here is your evening news rundown. I am very sick and I cannot stop coughing or blowing my nose, so hopefully I'll be able to get through this without doing either. But first, want to say thank you so much to all those who have become paid subscribers to my Substack to support my work. Soon, I won't be on the ground in my bedroom floor recording these. Hopefully, I'll be in a studio with actual production equipment and getting you timely, accurate news from a more professional area. If you want to support my work and allow me to continue doing this full time, the best way to do so, click the button below, become a paid subscriber today to my Substack, or send a one time donation to Aaron Parnas via Venmo. With that, the big news right now is that multiple Yale professors, three, have left the United States to Canada because of Donald Trump's policies. One of these professors, Jason Stanley, wrote an op ed or told The Guardian that he made the decision to leave the United States to take a position at the University of Toronto because of the United States' current political climate. Stanley, interestingly, wrote a book titled, quote, How Fascism Works, and literally talks about how to fight fascism. And while if professors who are fighting fascism and talking about teaching about fascism leave the United States, well, many are saying that is a sign, a bad omen of things to come. In addition, a new New York Times report shows that the federal government has spent 40 million dollars to house 400 undocumented migrants at Guantanamo Bay. $40 million for 400 migrants. That's about $100,000 per migrant in just under 2 months. In addition, at Guantanamo Bay, there are more than 1,000 people, more than 1,000 people currently working there, employed there. Right now at Guantanamo Bay, there are less than 100 migrants. So for every 10 employees, there is one migrant. People say a lot of things about cutting costs and government efficiency. Well, we're spending a hell of a lot more money than we should be right now, according to Democratic senators, to house individuals at Guantanamo Bay. In addition, a new video has surfaced showing a woman talking about following Elon Musk's instructions in Wisconsin, saying that she canvassed, saying that she voted, and as a result, she got $1 million. I'm going to post a video below in my Substack so you can watch it, but it raises significant questions about whether or not what Elon Musk is doing, essentially paying people who vote for his preferred candidate in Wisconsin, is legal. Now, the Wisconsin State Supreme Court rejected an attempt from Attorney General Josh Kaul to block these payments, but they didn't rule on the merits. They just didn't rule on an emergency request. The election is tomorrow in Wisconsin. The election is tomorrow in Florida. Florida's 1st congressional district, Florida's 6th congressional district. The races to watch are number 1, Wisconsin, where Judge Susan Crawford, the Democratic-backed judge, is taking on Brad Schimel, the Republican-backed candidate. Then you have Florida's 6th, which is to replace Mike Waltz, the current national security advisor. There you have Republican-backed Randy Fine versus Democratic-backed Josh Weil. And then Florida's 1st, where you have Democrat Gay Valamont taking on Republican Jimmy Petronis in the seat to replace Matt Gaetz. Now, if I had to rank the three in terms of competitiveness, Wisconsin is number 1, Florida 6 is number 2, Florida 1 is number 3. The most likely win for Democrats in all of these is the Wisconsin one by far. I'll be providing you live updates throughout the night tomorrow, so stay tuned. In addition, Donald Trump has brought our adversaries and our allies closer together. According to a new statement made by Chinese state media, China, Japan, and South Korea will jointly respond to Donald Trump's tariffs that he will announce on Liberation Day. To put this into perspective, this was the first time China, Japan, and South Korea met regarding economic terms in 5 years. And after their first meeting, they have already agreed to cooperate with one another together to respond to the United States. China is an adversary. Japan and South Korea are two of our closest allies in Asia. And while now they are standing with our adversary against their allies. In addition, according to Iran, if Donald Trump were to bomb Iran and carry out his threats, then Iran would have to respond in kind. Iran's supreme leader is ramping up rhetoric against the Trump administration. Moreover, the White House Correspondents Association issued a major warning over increased pressure from the White House on the press. They are actively trying to change which journalists can sit in which seat in the press briefing room, and the White House Correspondents Association is sounding the alarm as this is yet another attack on the free press in America. So we'll see what happens next regarding that. French far right leader Marine Le Pen was convicted and sentenced to 4 years in prison today. In addition, China has blocked a $23 billion sale of the Panama Canal ports to a U.S. group led by BlackRock. In addition, NASDAQ has fallen 8.3% in its worst quarter since Q2 of 2022. This comes as Goldman Sachs has raised its inflation forecast from 20% to 35%. Folks, there will be a lot more news coming this week. It's going to be a very busy week, let me warn you. A very, very busy week. We have elections tomorrow. We have this quote unquote Liberation Day and tariffs on Wednesday. I'm going to be providing you updates every step of the way, even if I'm sick. Thank you so much for your support. As always, become a paid subscriber today by clicking the button below and subscribing to my Substack, or support my channel by sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas.